As tensions flare between the United States and North Korea, fueled by Donald Trump and Kim Jong-un's war of words,
they will be met with fire and fury like the world has never seen.
It's worth asking, what do we actually know about the Supreme Leader?
We are definitely underestimating Kim Jong-un. This is a leader who's identified a vision, who's able to get his country and his party and his military going in that direction.
Nikki Haley, our UN ambassador, said this is not a rational person in reference to Kim. And in private, government officials allegedly say far worse.
I've heard some very senior people, privately, of course, refer to him as a fat boy. Oh, that fat boy, I wonder what he's up to. What a buffoon. We laugh at him. We call him names. We think he's crazy. Most of our popular culture views him as a joke.
They have a wacky, totalitarian leader who loves military parades and Dennis Rodman.
By the way, that haircut, amazing. Doesn't make you look anything like a gang leader at a women's prison.
But what if he isn't wacky or crazy? What if he's totally rational? What if we're dramatically underestimating him?
We have had for decades a question of whether the North Korean leaders are crazy or not. It's a mistake because we forget he's a leader in charge of this country. If he was truly insane or irrational, there's no way he could manage all of the competing interests in his bureaucracy and the party and the military if he didn't know what he was doing. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Kong makes the case that if you think about Kim Jong-un not as a dictator, but as the new CEO of a company, say North Korea Incorporated, his moves are not only rational, but astute.
What a CEO does when they take over, though, is they find their own executive team that they can work with.
Now, that turnover in executive leadership hasn't been without controversy, including allegations of executing political opponents.
Another thing that a CEO does when they come in is looks at middle management and decides who can they work with, who's basically deadwood. What you see over the last 6 years with Kim Jong-un has been a turnover of the executive team and the middle management. He's forming his own team. He's got a plan in place.
Despite wall-to-wall news coverage in the West to the contrary, Kim Jong-un emphasizes more than just the military. He preaches a gospel of economic development too.
He has announced what he calls a Byungjin line, or a parallel development policy, which is nuclear weapons and economic development. That's his vision. His father, Kim Jong-il, only emphasized the military aspects.
Despite aggressive sanctions, Kim has fostered a modicum of economic success during his tenure. It might be difficult for Americans to think about that when a nuclear conflict remains a possibility. But Kong says we even misinterpret the Supreme Leader's threats.
North Korea consistently tells us, if you attack us first, we will fight back. What we always miss, what your ilk always miss, all you do is report the second clause, which is, we will attack Guam, we will attack, the mainland. Oh, we all get excited, right? That's not what North Korea says. It is a very consistent message. We're not going to attack you first, but if you attack us, we are not backing down.
If Kong is right, everyday Americans, up to politicians at the highest levels of government, completely misunderstand and misjudge Kim Jong-un, perhaps at great peril.
This is a serious guy who knows what he's doing, and we need to take him seriously.